I have asked for permission. Once again he says no. I could be discouraged, but I will let it go. I am learning to trust him when I don't understand.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Sunday Spirits. How is the summer treating everyone? For those of you living in the Northern Hemisphere, I hope that you're making the most of the hot weather. It won't last for much longer. It will go soon. So enjoy, go out, and just take in all the sun you can, all the vitamin D. For us here in Jamaica, it is boiling. Literally boiling. It's so hot, but I am grateful. My name is Gloria, and today I will want us to look at the word no. It is a word that we use several times in our daily interactions. It's one of the most common words that we use. And we use it verbally, through body language, also implied with non-responses, because silence can mean no too as well. No is a negative word, but can have a positive spin as well. And we all react to this word very differently, very, very differently. Whether it be physically, emotionally, or psychologically, we all respond to the word no in different ways. None of us are two same persons. So we respond differently, and especially when it comes to the word no, nobody wants to hear it. So we all respond differently to the word no. There's a favorite song of mine by Megan Trainor, and the title is simply No. It's an awesome song, but it deals with the word no from a relationship point of view, from a relationship perspective. There's a little clip here with someone that gives their own spin on it. So have a listen to this, and this is the song No.
I'ma sing my song before you give my love. Now I'm thinking, baby, you should go. Blah, blah, blah. A bitty like answer, no, no, no. All my ladies, listen up. Give that boy and give it up. Lip your lips, just when your hips say, girl, you gotta say this. My name is no, son is no, my number is no. You need to let it.
Awesome. So as a childcare provider, there's a mantra that we have in our setting, and the mantra is no means no. And I really believe that it's something that people need to listen to and to respect, that no means no. And somewhere over the years, no sort of got a different spin to it, where people are thinking, yeah, you say no, but it don't really mean no. Yes, no means no. I teach children in my setting, no means no. When you're playing and another child says no, it means no. It doesn't mean maybe, it means no. That is one of the mantras that we live by, or we practice here quite strictly in our setting. No means no. Nothing else. It just means no.
No!
Why do we find it difficult, though, to say no? Why do we find it difficult to say no? Have you ever thought about that before? Why? Here are a few of my thoughts as to the reasons why we find it difficult to say no. A desire to please others, even to our detriment. What do you think? That describes me wholeheartedly. A desire to please others, even to my own detriment. Think about that. Does that describe you? Another point is fear of conflict. Yep. We say we are scared to say no because of that. Fear of conflict. Another big one for me is sense of guilt, especially for close family members and friends. You have that sense of guilt where, I really can't say no to this person. It's my parent or, my best friend. I really can't say no, but we can. Social conditioning is another factor, and I am especially guilty of this. I have always felt or been taught, or I don't know where I got it from, but I just felt like saying no to persons was something wrong. Like, why would I say no? You shouldn't say no. Social conditioning is another thing why we find it difficult to say no. Lack of assertiveness is another one. Empathy, because we say, well, it's an older person. We don't want to say no. Also, another big one is professional pressure. In our jobs, in our roles in the workplace, we do feel professional pressure not to say no. Fear of repercussions from our managers or others in charge. Also, a competitive work environment where we feel as if we say no, someone else will say yes and get the edge over us. So that's another reason why we don't say no. Another big one for me is habit. Big one for me. Saying no doesn't come easy to me. And habit is one of the factors that affect me finding it difficult to say no. I've had to recondition my mind in a big way, massive way, to change this factor in my life. The practice of saying no. I've had to, seriously come to terms with myself and say, Gloria, you need to say no. And, these are some of the factors that affect me saying no. But why is it important to say no, though? That's another thing. We find it difficult to say no. Well, people like me, I find it difficult to say no. And I've had to reprogram myself. But why is it important to say no? And the first thing I find very important is setting boundaries. There are persons who just take and take and take and take all the time. And we are the givers. Setting boundaries, most important. Clear, defined boundaries, very important. Personal well-being as well, because we will burn out eventually. If we keep on saying yes all the time, putting others before ourselves, we will get burnt out. So personal well-being is important as well. Also, it puts us into healthier relationships because there's a more balanced relationship. It's more fulfilling because it's a give and take situation. So the relationship between us and others will be healthier because, of course, we're not only giving, but we're allowed to take as well. So healthy relationships. Also, another reason why it's important is prioritization, because of course, things will take priority over others. And so if we look at our whole structure and someone is saying, can you do this? And you're thinking, that means driving 10 miles? No, prioritization is important. Also, avoiding resentment, because guess what? You're going to say yes, even though you don't want to, and it's going to be under duress, and you're going to get resentful. Under duress, under pressure, you're going to say yes, but it's not going to be genuine, and you're going to be resentful. It also supports your mental well-being. Saying no supports your mental well-being, and also gives you a feeling of self-empowerment. You feel as if, yes, it is within my right to say no. I am correct in saying no. And it gives you a sense of self-empowerment. We have various motivational speakers who speak strongly on the importance of saying no, the difficulties we experience in saying no. I mean, it coming to mind easily is people like Oprah Winfrey, Michelle Obama, You know, they are women who have stepped up and said, yes, you can say no. And the reasons why it's important for us to say no. We have lots of persons who step up and just inspire us to say no. Have a look at this.
There's a place in you that you must keep inviolate. You must keep it pristine, clean, so that nobody has the right to curse you or treat you badly. Nobody, no mother, father, no wife, no husband, nobody. Because that may be the place you go to when you meet God. You have to have a place that you say, stop it, back up.
Not
You
here
must
you want.
not, no,
No.
absolutely. And that's one I told you 25 years ago.
Yes.
Say no when it's no.
Yeah.
Say so, back it up. Because that place has to remain clean and clear.
And that has to be a place within yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. That is the best advice.
But, and there is always a but with me. This is Gloria speaking from her own personal experience. There is a but. And the but is hearing no. And none of us wants to hear no. So it's important to say no, but there's also a positive side to hearing no. And hearing no and being on the receiving end of no, it's not always pleasant. But there can be a positive to it. There can be a positive side to hearing no. And for me, from my own experiences, it helps me in my personal growth, development, and improvement. It encourages me to think outside the box, step outside the box, be creative, put on my problem-solving hat. It encourages me when I hear no. In terms of improving, developing, it encourages me when I hear no. It also steers me in a new direction, because we all know the old mantra, one door closes, another door opens. And the door that closes is the one that said no. But we have to believe that another door will open, a better door will open, and we just move on. We press on towards that goal. It also helps me build resilience. And that's one of our topics for this year. Building resilience and strength, helping me to come to terms and accepting rejection. Some of us, we fall apart when we hear the word no. No. I need to learn from the situation, learn from the experience, accept it, embrace it, build resilience, and move on. There's a clip here by Letitia Wright, who is a movie star, one of those famous movie stars in Black Panther. And the clip, when I heard it, it really impacted me. And I'm going to share that with you right now.
I handle no's now as God's way of guiding me. I don't see it as that person rejected me. I just see it as I'm not meant for that. What is for me will not pass me by, and if it passes me by, it's not for me.
Ever felt crushed by rejection? Well, it's time to flip the script on no. No isn't a dead end, it's a doorway to opportunity. When someone says no, they're just redirecting your path. And when you say no, you're setting boundaries and creating space for growth. So, how will you embrace the power of no in your life? Share your no to a success story in the comments. Remember, every no is just a not yet in disguise. Keep pushing forward.
And so, in closing, I hope my thoughts today was helpful, or my thoughts were helpful to someone, anyone, even one person. My experiences was helpful to any and every one of you this morning. I pray that you will have an abundant Sunday and stay blessed.